What's going on today, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm doing something a little different, and I'm going to be doing this little intro before the intro. So hopefully it gives you guys a chance to see how passionate I really am about these watches, and especially when I get something in that's really checking all those boxes, I get really excited. And this Seestern is one of those watches. This is the 62 Mas Homage, and yeah, really excited about this one. So there's some things that I love about it, some things that I don't love about it, so stay tuned. You'll find out what those things are. Also, Jeffrey Chark, congratulations, man. You are the Timex giveaway winner, and I announced it on Saturday. We had some trouble getting in touch, but I finally got your reply, so just shoot me an email, get this watch sent out to you as soon as possible. And also, I got some new equipment. I know this has nothing to do with watches, but I just want to share this with you guys. This is a Blue Yeti Nano microphone. It's a USB mic. I got a little adapter. It hooks straight up to my phone. And then I got this nice mic arm for it so I could hook it up to my desk. So really awesome. $70 on Amazon. Incredible deal. And you can hear the audio quality is just fantastic. So if you guys are interested in one of these, you're a content creator or looking for a new microphone, I'll leave a link down below. But anyway, enough about all this other stuff. Let's go ahead and dive down, get into the review. All right, guys, so here it is. Now, here's the box that it comes in. It comes in this nice Pelican style box. These are really what the nicer watches from AliExpress come in. I'll show you what's inside. We have a little booklet in here. It says Suggest, Seestern, and C Cores. So I guess those are the three brands associated or affiliated with each other. And looks like you just got some information in here. Not really sure. Looks like maybe some movement information. I don't know. Different languages. And then you got your unsigned, undated, basically useless international warranty. So yeah, that's as to be expected from AliExpress, but it is a nice little cushion case inside, and definitely will keep the watch well protected, so that's always good to see. Also a quick wrist check. This is my Movado Cardello. This watch is the watch that got all this started. My dad gave me this like 10 or 11 years ago and really just started my passion for watches and my collecting journey. So thanks, Dad. Still love this watch. I don't wear it very much anymore, but it's really just because I want to keep it in as good a condition as I can, even though I wore it almost every day for the better part of 10 years. But yeah, here is this Seestern. So let's go ahead and take a look at the dial first. Man, it's just a good looking dial. That sunburst gray is absolutely beautiful. It comes in a couple different colors too. It comes in blue, it comes in black, and I think there's a silver or grayish. Oh no, not gray, because this is gray. I think there's a silver dial. But yeah, look at that sunburst. It is just beautiful. It's a really, really well done dial. You can see little lines in it. It's just, oh man, it catches the light so nicely. There is some blue AR coating on there, which it's always nice to see AR coating, but I wish they hadn't have done blue. I would have liked to see just clear AR. That's definitely one of the gripes that I have. There aren't many gripes though, believe me. So, but honestly, I think this pulls off the blue, and you can see the yellow lume on the indices. I would have liked to see them not go so yellow, but again, it kind of works with this watch. The hands, we're looking at some nice rectangular hands with a nice brushed finish to them, and you have the minute hand, the second hand, nice thin second hand with a little rectangle with some lume applied in the center. So the lume, we will get into that later, but it's pretty good. That's all I'll say so far. Yeah, this dial is just really nice. Of course, this is paying homage to the Seiko 62 Mas, and it has a very similar dial and just a very similar dial layout and everything. So of course this is going to look like it, but they did a really good job. The execution is just really nice. So definitely thumbs up for the dial and the hands. The bezel, man, this bezel is absolutely phenomenal. It feels so solid. Every click is as nice as the last. It's just a pleasure to turn. You just saw my Steinhardt review if you're a subscriber to my channel, or I don't know, maybe you're not, but you saw my Steinhardt review. The Steinhardt has an awful bezel. That bezel is way too tight, and I love the Steinhardt, but come on, Steinhardt, what's going on? You got Seestern making a watch for 180 bucks that has a far superior bezel. So really good job to Seestern on this. There's no back play, no wobble, no nothing, and it lines up perfectly, and it just feels phenomenal. It's the perfect amount of resistance, in my opinion, but I think a lot of you are going to think that as well. The case shape and of course there's a ceramic bezel insert, forgot to mention that. But the case shape and finishing, let's just take a look at it. So now, if you see any marks on this, it is because I've been wearing this non-stop for the last 4 days, so that's why. But the finishing is phenomenal. I think they did a really good job finishing this watch. Just really, look at that nice chamfered edge there. Polished chamfered edge, it's really thin, and it really does a nice job breaking up the brushed case. You have drilled lugs. Drilled lugs, that is huge. I love seeing that on watches. It's just gonna make, especially because this right here is definitely a strap monster. So you're gonna see a lot of different straps look good on this. But yeah, as you can see, I scraped it a little bit there, which is unfortunate. I'm not very happy about that, but I've been wearing it to work. I'm a bartender, so things are gonna happen. But yeah, I just couldn't take this off my wrist. I had to wear it to work. Couldn't help myself. So yeah, beautiful chamfered edge. Look at that. And just the finishing is just really nice. The case shape is nice as well. It's a little, I wish there was a little more turn down. There's a decent amount of turn down, but I feel like there could be a little bit more. But that's just the way this watch is supposed to be. They're paying homage to the Seiko 62 Mas, and the 62 Mas had a case shape like this. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but just something to mention. The crown, as you can see, we have the Seestern starfish signed crown. I like that little starfish logo. It's really nice. It's simple, and it gives sort of a youthful feel to the watch, if that makes any sense. I don't know, but it just looks good to me. Nice polishing on there as well. It looks like it's just laser etched. What it appears to be, but don't take my word on that. Maybe do some research, because I'm not 100% sure if that's just laser etching, but it does look like it. And it is a screw down crown, by the way. Screw down crown, really nice threading too, very smooth. And we're winding it in the first position. We are setting the time in the second position, and we're hacking it in the third position. Oh, I'm sorry, we were setting the date in the second position, not the time. Now we're setting the time. Push that back in, everything's running again, good to go. Case back. You have this really cool, look at this. It's like the little starfish diving into the sea, into a big wave. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it looks really cool. I think it's just pretty sweet design, nice artwork there, and you got some information on the back. 20 ATM, sapphire, you got the model number, automatic movement, all stainless steel. So basic information on there, but 20 ATM, so this thing can really do 200 meters of water resistance, or at least Seestern is claiming that it can. And I have no reason to believe that it couldn't. It's got a really nice thick case back. That is a screw-on case back. You have a screw-down crown. This crystal looks to be pretty thick. And oh, by the way, did I mention it's a double-domed sapphire crystal? Maybe I forgot to mention that. So another huge plus. And you're going to see that a lot from AliExpress. they use sapphire crystal on a lot of the watches that they produce, especially over $100. If you're spending over 100 on AliExpress, you're pretty much guaranteed to get a sapphire crystal, unless it's got some crazy movement in it or something. But yeah, it's really awesome to see on this watch. I really love it. So, and it's a beautiful piece of crystal too. So the movement. Now this has the NH35, Seiko's NH35. You guys heard of that one? Yeah, thought so. Really popular movement, very good movement. Nothing wrong with it. It's a great movement in a watch at this price point. You got accuracy, you got reliability, you got 6 ticks per second, so a nice sweep on the second hand, and you also have a 40-hour power reserve, which is always nice. So yeah, just a great movement, reliable, tried and true. Really nothing bad you can say about it. It's a fantastic movement. Everyone knows that, I think, by now. So yeah, great movement. Strap, we got this beautiful, I don't know if I call this waffle strap, but really cool design. It's almost like tire tread or something, but looks really cool and feels really nice. It's very comfortable to wear, so really liking it. And you can get this on a stainless steel bracelet. However, the stainless steel bracelet has male end links, and the end links, they protrude like all the way out here or something like that. They're pretty long. It takes the lug to lug to, I think, from 46 something to around 53, something ridiculous like that. So it's definitely not worth it for me. That's, again, my opinion. Maybe if you have larger wrists. I have a pretty large wrist. I have a 7.5 inch wrist, and even I think that would be a little too clunky for me. So that's just your call on that one. It does look like a nice bracelet, but I wish they would do female end links. I think that would make it a whole lot better. But you do have that option for an extra, I think, $20. So it's up to you. Also, you have the option for a fully loomed bezel on this. I did not go for that option. I just decided I don't really need it, and it's an extra $20, and it's just it's cool. And I kind of, seeing as how much I love the watch, I kind of wish I had done it, but just unnecessary for me. But you can get it done. You can have a fully loomed bezel, and you can, I think, all in all, if you're going to go for the fully loomed bezel and the bracelet, I think you're looking at around $220, which is still a phenomenal deal. I mean, for all of what you're getting, it's a great deal. There's really nothing you could say about it. So let's take a look at this thing on my wrist. So there it is, wrist shot. Now this watch is really nice looking on wrist. And I forgot to mention, the case size is 38 at the bezel. The bezel is actually 38 millimeters. The case is 37. Lug width is 20. Thickness is 13.5. And the lug to lug is 46.4. I just measured it off camera. I know I didn't have the measurements earlier in the video, but 46.4 lug to lug. So really nice and compact. Like I said, if you're to get the bracelet and it's going out all the way to 53 or something, that's way too big, especially because this size is probably going to cater to the guys with smaller wrists, mostly, because they make a lot of these homages, these 62 Mas homages, in 40 to 41 millimeter sizes. And I think a lot of guys want this 37. Even me, with a 7.5 inch wrist, I still want this 37. So I think this is just the perfect size, and I think the bracelet with those male end links make it a little too big. But again, that's of course subjective. I think a lot of you are going to agree with me though. The Lume. So let's check this Lume out. Now, as you can see, the Lume is fantastic. I don't know what Lume they're using. I think it says Japanese Lume. It's got to be something similar to Seiko's Lume Bright or BGW9. Something that's really, or actually, let's see, BGW9 is blue, so this has got to be closer to C3. I don't know, but it's something that's very good, because comparing it to my other watches, it holds up just as long, if not longer. I actually did a little lume test on all my watches last night, and this one was glowing the brightest to my eyes. So also, you have a lumed date wheel, which is just such a cool extra touch that no one else does that I've seen from AliExpress or in this price range. It's just an awesome little added detail that I think a lot of people are going to appreciate. And yeah, I know you guys are probably thinking that lume bezel would have looked really cool, but I just decided not to go for it. That was just my decision, and I'm not exactly standing by it because I kind of wish I had it, but yeah, it is what it is. So go ahead and put the light back on. But yeah, the lume is fantastic. Overall, I am absolutely in love with this thing. Like I said, I can't take it off my wrist. I haven't wanted to take it off my wrist. It's just a beautiful watch. And aside from those couple little things like that blue AR, I could definitely do without that. And the yellowish tint on the hands, on the markers there and the hands. It's just such a great watch. It's a pleasure to wear. It looks great. I got a lot of compliments on this, and it tells time accurately. Oh, forgot to mention, I'll bring up a shot of an accuracy test that I did. I have a little app on my phone, and it tracks the accuracy of the watch. I don't have a regular time grapher. That's definitely one of the things that I need to add, but for now, I'm doing it on the app, and it works pretty well. So this watch is getting really good time, keeping really good time. It's averaging around plus 4 point something seconds per day. I don't remember exactly, but you'll see on screen. And it's been a little sporadic, but has been keeping to that plus 4 seconds per day. So I think that's really good. Obviously, they regulate these movements because that's a really good accuracy level for an NH35. So yeah, overall, this thing is awesome. I highly, highly recommend this to you. I'm going to leave a link down in the description, of course, as I always do. And you can definitely pick this up on AliExpress if you want the same one that I have, you can get it for around 180, a little bit less. And if you want the fully lumed bezel insert, that is 15 or 20 bucks more. If you want the stainless steel bracelet and the fully lumed bezel insert, that's going to be about 40 bucks more than this one. And then if you just want the bracelet, no lumed insert, again, like another 20 bucks. So yeah, a lot of different options with this one, but I'm sure will have the one you like if this is the kind of watch you're looking for. Definitely highly recommend it. Really not much more to say, guys. That's going to be it, guys. That's going to wrap up this review. So thank you so much for watching. And please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoy these videos. And guys, always remember to keep watching out.